What's going on, you guys? Mitchell with Mitchell's Lawn Care. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my backyard. All right, you guys, so as the title suggests, gonna do a quick turf repair, okay? As you can see, this bare spot here behind me, I'll throw up some pictures of it. But anyway, this is what is left over from the 12 by 20 shed that I had here in my backyard as extra storage space for my seasonal equipment, aerators, pluggers, you know, spare mowers, trimmers, backpack blowers, you name it. All that stuff was moved over to the new shop, and I sold this building. It was just pulled out of here a couple days ago, so now I want to get this turf area fixed and treated. That way we can get grass to grow whenever we go to sell the house, so it just looks better. As of right now, the 12 by 24 is going to stay in place. But let me go over this real quick, what I've got out here to use, okay? So I've got the steel KM131R combi with the little cultivator on the end of it. Over here, got a garden rake, the Landsea peat moss spreader, got 3 cubic feet of peat moss. That's going to be my top dressing. And then got some grass seed over there, okay? A little tri-blend fescue. So, plan is really simple. Gonna take the cultivator, break up the surface right here, put out some seed, rake that out really nice and even, spread out the peat moss top dressing, water it in. That's all you got to do, okay? I don't need to add any extra soil to this. This is topsoil. When I moved the building in, all we did was sit it directly on place of the existing turf. So this is already really good dirt. Just got to get it loaded up with some seed, okay? I'm going to quit blabbing and start working. All right, you guys, so like I said, I'm going to grab the cultivator and get this soil broken up. All right, you guys, so as you can see, that's pretty easy. Took less than 10 minutes. It will work on your shoulders a little bit, but took less than 10 minutes. I'm not going down very deep, maybe a ½ inch to an inch, okay? So I'm gonna take the garden rake and get all of this smoothed out. Another reason why I wanted to use the cultivator is because where the blocks were that the building was sitting on, there's like a 2 or 3 inch hole there, so this helps break that up to where I can smooth it all out. Okay, so next step, smooth it out. And I have found that using the back side of the rake really helps when it comes time to smoothing things out, because if you use the tines, it wants to dig down more and pull. Well, I'm just trying to smooth things out. So here's one of those holes right there. So with it all being broken up, I can fill it in nicely. And it's been a little dry around here lately, so this soil on top is a little dry, but that's all right because we're going to water it. And the top dressing of peat moss will also help this area out considerably. Helps retain moisture, provides nutrients to the soil. Birds are talking. A little bit of a low spot right here, so I can fill that in. And if you need to rework some areas, by all means, you got the freedom to do it. This little area right here is where the steps to the building were. And it won't never hurts to take a step back and look at your work. Make sure you don't have any real bad low spots. I think that's pretty good, y'all. All right, you guys, next step. So cultivated, smoothed everything out. Now I'm going to take the seed, spread some of that out. Nothing high tech, just gonna hand throw it. So you're probably thinking, why didn't you use a spreader? And I could have, but there ain't nothing wrong with hand spreading. It ain't gotta be perfect. And some of y'all may not have a spreader. So as long as you get even coverage. That's all that matters. And as you can see, it only takes a matter of minutes. I really don't have any experience with this coated seed. If any of y'all do, let me know. But supposedly it's coated to help growth, retain moisture, etc., etc. I ain't trying to sell their product, but if it works, it's a win. So, like I said, it ain't gotta be perfect. Just make sure you got it nice and even. Coverage all the way around. All right, like I said before, I'm gonna take the rake and smooth it all out again. This helps get it down into the soil a little bit. That's why I was saying earlier, it ain't gotta be perfect, because you're gonna spread it around anyway. I've always had good success doing this. Some guys may not. And of course, when this starts to come up in a few weeks, I'll do a little update video for you. Alrighty, so next up, I'm gonna do the Land Z with some peat moss. The Land Z will hold about a cubic and a half to just shy of 2. I featured this here on the channel before. Works great at evenly spreading out peat moss, as long as your peat moss is dry. And it'll also do sand. I didn't think it would, but they have posted about it lately, doing sand, and it'll spread sand, and it does a fine job. But this is just sorghum peat moss that I bought at Lowe's. I've had really good results with it. It's a product of Canada, our neighbors to the north. This stuff is dry because I bought it a while ago, so it ought to spread out really nice. And what's great about the Land Z spreader is that you will see, if this is your first time seeing one, when I get done with this pass, the impurities in peat moss that you don't want on your project. So just like that, close her down, And then it's as simple as pushing it out. And you will see what is left behind is a nice even layer of peat moss. You can adapt your own method to it. And I'm already getting towards the end, and you'll see the stuff left over you don't want. Let me show you all this. This is the stuff that you don't want on your project, okay? So the Landsea is great at getting all that crap out. I could have done the bag in 2 loads, but like I said, I don't like overloading it. So I did it in 3, you can do it in 2. All right, you guys, so this was a very, very easy do-it-yourself turf repair. I'll go back over it again in case you fell asleep, but I just cultivated it about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch just to break up that top surface. Put my seed down, leveled everything in, finished off with sorghum peat moss, and now I'm using my water spigot with a little shower feature on it so it's not too direct. Get everything watered in. And I chose not to do any kind of straw here because there's really never been an issue right here with soil, with wind and water erosion. So shouldn't have any issues with germination. And I don't try and water it too much because I don't want to create any puddling, but this kind of just sets it in. It's a little breezy day, feels good out here. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna finish watering this thing in. If you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, I'd love it if you'd smash that thumbs button. And hope y'all tune in to our new custom home build. If y'all missed that, I'll throw a little card up in the window here that you can push on and see parts 1 and 2 of our new home build. Hannah and I are real excited to bring that to you. So thanks for supporting the channel. We love you, we mean it. If you got any questions, comments, concerns about what you've seen today, let me know in the comment section down below. See you next video.